How's it going, everyone? I'm literally on, and I'm going to set this to the correct time again. Like last time, I wonder if it's going to do anything interesting. Am I going to get an achievement for being a good boy and putting it at the right time? It is currently 5:47 p.m. Let's see. Oh yeah, the favorite time of the day. No, that's just the correct time. Yeah, you know what? Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? I can't help it. I want to put the right time in. It feels wrong. After all, I know how much you enjoy saying the time correctly. I'm curious how accurate 5:47 is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 5:47? Pretty accurate. Very accurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. Shouldn't you be asking for my consent on that? I wish we had more sliders, but we gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Well, I'll definitely be waiting for that. Okay, I'm trying to remember, where did we need to go? I know I took the bucket. Oh, I took the bucket and I didn't go through that room because I went back out. Okay, let's go there. Oh, okay. Last time, I went through those doors and walked right back out. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay in here.
Stepping
The
into
boss's
the
office, manager's
Stanley
office.
was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now,
love
in
my
his
bucket.
darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be
Didn't
with
work.
him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
You cannot separate
At
me
this
from my
point,
bucket.
Stanley was so
I'll
absorbed
fight
in
for
the
life and
tender
death.
spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
What? I noticed
Nor
that.
in his bliss of simply
Is there a
being
code in
near
here?
the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. I can love my bucket and list at the same
But
time.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, pure
Was it
luck.
the bucket
Pure,
knew all
what is
along?
going on?
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Ooh. Look at this. The back room. Backstage. Ooh.
Another miniature
Yay.
Stanley figurine.
Now we
There's,
have 3 out of
you know,
6.
There really must
We
be
need
a
3
snappier
more.
name for these
We're
things.
halfway
What about
there.
Mini stands. Stanley
Stands.
things. What about
Stanlerines.
Yes.
That's
I think I
fantastic.
like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Nice. Only 3 more. I have completed this world. What is this? Elevator. Is this elevator actually gonna go somewhere? Last time the elevator went didn't go anywhere. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have any tunes. How boring.
The elevator raced
Ooh.
downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
We're gonna
It
die?
would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket
I
is
feel
here for
just
you, Stanley.
fine.
Everything
Safe.
will be fine.
Oh, got sparked. Oh,
Stanley and the bucket walked straight
Mind
ahead
control
through
facility.
the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
there's escape. There's escape there. I wanna. But mind control, game mind control sounds so cool. Escape. We're gonna escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the
What?
bucket would both meet a violent death.
Yeah, that's escape. There's a different way of doing it, though. I mean,
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still
whatever.
had
It
every
says
opportunity
escape.
to
It's
turn
the exit
around
door.
and get back on track.
I believe it.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Nah, I know it's not true. That's not true. I'm not gonna die painfully, right? I'm gonna be fine. Just a 5 million foot drop. I'm okay. I can land that. I have legs of titanium steel. See? I make falls like that all the time. I'm totally fine. What is this?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley
Okay, I think
reflected
I
on how
might
meaningless the
die
bucket's warmth
from
and comfort
that.
had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is
that
what
gonna
Stanley
flatten
thought to
that?
himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket
Is it where's the exit?
Farewell,
Ooh.
Stanley.
I'm not gonna die, right? I should be fine, right? Hey, I knew it.
Farewell,
Just a
Stanley,
scare
cried
tactic.
the narrator, as Stanley
Who
and
is
the
this?
bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed
Just the bucket, so not mine,
violently to
right?
death.
Hey! Look at that. It was all just to scare me. Can't control me. I fear nothing. Hey, Tile.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that
Wait, I
all
actually
buckets
died?
are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was
What?
a glorious bucket to behold.
What is this bucket? The bucket. What is it? Welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You're standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a carnivorous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full of enriched and substantiated knowledge of the bucket, and its true history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind that may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the life of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? Oh. Looks like we're taking the red pill here. We're gonna learn all the secrets of the universe.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take
What?
a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
He
Can you
chose
see
me,
the
though.
hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket
He spoke
is
to me.
far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
He wanted to be with me, though. He told me so. 25 buckets. That's a little bit more than 25. I count at least 26. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on the camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks. As a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. Yeah. A bit more than 25. Just a little bit. Ooh. Did Da Vinci do this? A bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life. Having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental, every year dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Wow. Didn't know Da Vinci was prototyping these things back in the day. Ah, a classic Inferno bucket. Replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war, which one another for control of it. Millions died, yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. Or are you telling me this thing could kill me? It's gonna animate itself? Distress bucket, presented without commentary. Oh, worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Vulnerability, size and strength of bucket. Coping strategies equals holes. Rest and relaxation. Wow. That's one type of cartoon. Buckets resemble all parts of life. Ooh. Even the caveman days they had buckets? Cave drawing. Oh, we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind. We do not know how by long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of bucket, by which time the bucket have already been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. What is that? Crack in the ceiling? Crack in the atmosphere? Is it rain? Huh. Okay. Ooh, I like the red a lot.
No
It's very
man
nice.
can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Ah, it's so bright. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more than is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Oh, go for it, though. Ooh. I could make that fall. Come on. What? Am I still alive?
But
Did I
there
get the
is
bucket?
something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible
You gonna
wrong.
revive me? Oh.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Please,
We can
no, I
save
want
the
more
world's
buckets. I want
from their
to spend more
treatment as
time on my
tools and
bucket.
implements if only we let Stanley
Well,
die
we're only
together.
around for
The
like
bucket should take his
10
place
minutes,
as ruler,
even less.
as leader, as commander of a new world.
Oh,
a
come
new
on.
Vision.
This is why pause menu is good. The issue is that you have to resume it at some point. Oh. Well, we died. That's nice. But the bucket also got crushed, right? Guess if I'm going down, he's coming with me. Oh. Look at that. We just started. Back at the beginning. Alright, so we're gonna go down that elevator. And with the red button.
Or two of them
So,
detour
oh,
through the
wait.
maintenance section
I just
and
remembered,
walk
we
straight ahead
have to go to the
the
mind control
exit door.
facility. Almost forgot. Almost went down there. Whoops. Yeah, we're gonna go to the mind control facility. There's so many branching paths in this game. It's like so easy to. What's this? There will be a reward for finding them all. Oh, all the. Oh, this. Wait. This shows me all the ones I need to collect. Oh, that's cool. Large room, lots of boxes, stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere, both red and blue. Oh, I gotta collect all those. Okay, mind control facility. We're going. 2.
Stanley and the bucket walk straight
Okay.
ahead through the large
Now
door
we're here.
with
Let's go
red.
down the mind control facility.
Facility.
Am I gonna get mind control, or am I gonna mind control someone else with my powers that I don't possess?
The lights
the bucket gonna be
rose
doing this?
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Wow, look at all those TVs. So fancy. Everywhere you look is a TV. Just like real life. What is this? Oh, am I gonna turn on all the
Monitors
cameras?
jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Fired.
Everyone in
fired.
the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
don't
as
burst into
Stanley
tears,
cradled it
bucket.
Gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything is fine. We're not gonna get fired. We're employee number 324. We're safe. What is this? It's an elevator?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Was he controlling me
What
from the start?
kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
These are some hard questions to digest. Not sure if I'm ready for the answer. The truth of it all.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never.
Oh,
He
no,
squeezed
not
the
at all.
bucket
Stanley can
tighter.
never be
His
controlled
one
by
friend
someone.
in the entire world.
Not like
At
someone
this
playing a
point,
video game or
he could
anything like
trust
that.
no one except for the bucket.
Ooh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Ooh.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy
Mind
or
control
sad
status.
or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from
But all
this
this is
very
all
place.
applying.
And as
Am
the
I
cold
feeling no
reality
emotions
of his
right now?
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human
Are we gonna
life.
break it all? I'm gonna break
For
it all.
he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Stanley Bucket
high-fived
versus
in a really
the
cool
world.
way, and the Bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Oh yeah. Let's blow it all up. 5. Wait, do I need a specific fancy code for this? System power. Off.
When at last they came to the source,
Uh-oh. Was I not supposed to press that?
Stanley and the Bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Hopefully I don't find out who caused the blackout. Oops.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley
we actually
and the
did it.
Bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere
It's so
moments
bright.
away.
I've been gaming for so long. I can't see the outside. It's horrifying. It's too much.
The Bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted
Yeah,
to
I like
sneeze
roller
in every
skating.
country on Earth.
Like
Both of them wanted
rollerblading.
to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the
Reverse?
end.
Who does that?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
It looks so
with one
pretty.
another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Huh? Can't I just park
What?
her up
Wait.
there real quick?
What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the Bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room.
Can't I just do like a
lingering in
quick
uncertainty,
vault over?
until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the Bucket to leave.
Can't I just throw it over? Just like a
The
quick,
facility itself
quick throw?
recognized the incredible calming presence of the Bucket.
Oh, no.
Needed the soothing warmth of the Bucket. Would go to any lengths not to part with the Bucket.
That's not good.
No. Stanley
Well,
can't
can I leave
this
if I
place.
leave the bucket?
Not while he has such a
I mean, I can't
precious
leave the bucket,
in
but
his
you know.
arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
What is he
Stanley
gonna do to me
realized
now?
He would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the Bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself.
At least
As
have
long
my
as I have
bucket.
my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now,
Oh no, is it
he
gone?
was about to find out.
Is it gone? Please don't tell me my bucket disappeared. Oh. Look at that. We're back at the start. Let's
All of his
press
co-workers were gone. What
on.
did it mean?
On
Stanley
the
decided to go to the meeting room.
yes,
The good
to the
old
system
bucket.
machine power.
Just Stanley and the Bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart
This took
of the
a little
operation.
bit to get back
Controls
here.
labeled with emotions, happy
I think we
or
have to
sad
mess
or
with these
content.
numbers.
Walking,
See, there's number
eating,
5 over
working,
there.
All of it monitored and
Do I have
commanded
to
from
press
this
buttons
very
in the
place.
right, correct
And as the cold reality of
order?
his past began
There's another
to sink
button up
in,
there as well.
Stanley decided that this machine
there's buttons
would
here.
never again
1,
exert its
2,
terrible power over
1,
another human life. For
2.
he and the Bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the Bucket, up against the world.
Might have
They
to turn it on.
high-fived in a really cool
power.
way, and the
The
Bucket
facility
made a
power.
sassy comment.
Let's see what
about
happens when I turn it
taking
on.
down the system.
What happens? Well, it says the mind control aisles are awaiting input, so that means they weren't in control of me. At least whoever was disappeared.
But at the last second, the Bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on
No,
the
I
controls.
pressed it.
Stanley gasped in horror.
Okay,
Had
I'm
this
sure
been
the
the
Bucket
Bucket's
did it.
plan all along? To take
What
over
does
the
it mean it was the
machine and
Bucket?
claim the power for itself? How could the Bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the Bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Which screen?
Birds. Silly
It's
birds.
certainly silly. It made me
The
laugh.
control buttons became active again.
Silly birds. Oh, man. This one looks sillier. Hey, flamingos. That's really silly.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after
This is
another.
just like
and then
anyone
it
who
dawned
uses
on him.
the internet.
This
Look
wasn't
at
a
silly
mind
funny bird.
control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind
Penguins.
controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
Oh, it's certainly
Had the Bucket
disguising.
known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards
hair.
this incredible discovery. Stanley and the Bucket never found freedom
Oh.
because they spent the rest of their lives
There's
here in
so
this
many.
place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
He looks like a
Of
banana.
all the
He's
possible
orange.
paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
I mean, I certainly am happy looking at all these birds. Oh, look at... Oh. I was having fun looking at the birds. You serious? Wow. Okay. No birds anymore. Okay, so our next destination should be the red button with the elevator.
What could it mean? Stanley decided
I
to
think
go
we'll
to the
check
meeting
that
room.
out.
Where are we going today?
To go, and so
Okay,
the two of
there
them
it is.
detoured
There's the
through
red button
maintenance section
elevator.
and walked straight ahead
Where does
to
this
the
lead
opposite
to?
door.
Ooh. Ooh. Going deep underground.
Good
There's secret
Stanley.
laboratory
I'm glad
down
you
here?
found your way here. I knew you'd find this place
Oh, this is
adventurous.
certainly a secret laboratory. Baby yellow line mannequin. We're about you,
see,
Stanley.
Your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Oh, look at all
We've
my
come
friends.
together here
Pencil
because we care
sharpener,
about you
computer,
very much.
mannequin, and baby.
It's this bucket you're carrying around
Oddly enough, though,
everywhere.
the baby's the biggest
bucket
thing here.
isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
Oh, yeah, this
We're
is
the
all the
ones
stuff
that
in
matter,
there.
Stanley. Classic characters from the first game.
broom
like the
closet, is it
Adventure Line
open?
And the broom closet.
Hey!
Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Don't diss the
Yes, I
bucket,
know
though.
I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
Yeah, because I
Don't you
love
want
it.
another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
that is
that's what the
interesting.
fans want. Let's do
I
it.
do want to explore the. I do want to follow the yellow line again. If you don't know, this was in the previous
Look at that wacky
game.
line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
I love this. Trying to relive the magic. Wow, it's all this stuff from the first game. It's like reliving it all over
Now,
again.
This is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Certainly is
Don't
how
you
I remember it.
all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and
Whoa.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
Yes.
But if we want
I'm
to do
craving that
you're
original
going to have to
Stanley
give
Parable.
something up.
Oh no. You can't give up the bucket? We can't lose the bucket? I mean, I like the yellow line. Like, look, I love the yellow line, but we got a strong bond here with the bucket. We've been through many endings with the bucket. Almost all of them. We can't just give it up.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
Ugh.
We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm
looks,
very proud to introduce a brand
scary.
new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh.
I
That
think it'll
looks
make a
mighty
wonderful new
terrifying.
addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True,
The
it also
lore.
was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
The bucket destroyer? Something tells
Can
me
you
he's a
guess
little
what
out
the
of
Bucket
place.
Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine. when
No,
you're
I don't
ready.
feel like it. I don't want to get rid of my bucket. It's like killing my best friend.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the
No,
bucket.
no, no, no,
I
no,
don't know
no,
what
no,
the
no,
bucket
no.
destroyer will do if it can't
We can
destroy
keep going
your
on.
bucket.
We can keep
Destroying
going. We can-
buckets is all it knows.
We could be
That
friends
is
with the
its
original
singular personality
Stanley
trait.
Parable cast.
Sure,
It doesn't.
I can
It's
hear
not. It
you
doesn't hurt
saying,
to have these
how
new
does a
characters.
character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Where's this
Well, you
door?
see,
Can I leave?
if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's
Okay,
really like
okay, that's
10
good and all, but it's
personality
not
traits.
good and all.
What other object
You
in
can't
this
kill a
game can you
bucket.
even say that about?
Wait, the yellow
broom
line just
closet?
going there?
Certainly not. I wonder what
Oh,
sort of
no.
bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very
He's
upset
gonna have to
now.
pull
You'll
it.
have
Yeah,
to
he's
hurry
come
and
through
feed
me.
it. We
Pull it
can't
out of my
get back
hands.
to the classic Stanley Parable characters.
He's
like
gonna
the
eat up all the
Adventure
other
Line
Stanley
or the
Parable
Bucket
characters.
Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans
think
what
I
they
might
want.
pass.
Hurry and
Oh. I think it popped. It popped like a balloon. Oh no, he's still alive. Are we all dead though?
Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about
Look
you.
at him.
All of it squandered now.
Who's
Goodbye,
dead, though?
new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you
Yeah, for like
were
30
magnificent.
seconds. Well, I can appreciate his existence, but I appreciate my bucket's existence more, so he could disappear. Okay, you know what? I want to see what happens if I put the bucket in there. As much as I, you know, don't want to say that, but let's find out.
Bucket Destroyer.
Okay. Now
I think it'll make a wonderful
let's
new
put it
addition
in
to
the
the rich
destroyer.
lore of the Stanley
But,
parable.
you know,
True, it
as
also
far
was
as
not
this
in
sounds,
the
we
original
have to
game,
get
but
rid
it's
of
such a
them.
well
We have to see
fleshed out
all the
character with so
endings.
much personality that to
All
me
different
it already
universes.
feels as though it's been part of the cast.
This is the
all
universe
along.
where we
Don't you
throw the
agree?
bucket in there. Alright, open up.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need
Pretty
me to spell it out for
self-explanatory.
you.
Alright.
Go ahead
In
now,
you go.
Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the
Oh.
machine when you're ready.
I can't put it in there. Oh,
Now listen
so it
to
won't
me.
let me.
It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
Okay, that's interesting. You
Destroying
can't
buckets
put it in
is
there.
all it knows. That is its
Okay.
singular personality trait. Going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about
whatever.
you. All of it
No,
squandered
we can't
now.
destroy the bucket.
Goodbye, new friend.
Well,
For the moment in time
I guess it's
that you were
I think it's a
here,
good time to end it
you
here.
were magnificent.
So I hope you enjoy watching, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. If you want to see me live, make sure to check me out on twitch.tv/I'mLeon, and yeah, see ya.